We are finally down to the final four in the NFL playoffs. So the question is, who's going to go to the Super Bowl between the AFC and the NFC? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Critical Condition. My name is Jose Matos, and I love to talk about sports way too much. With that being said, feel free to join me in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts on today's video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jose Matos, and I give weekly NFL videos on different kinds of hot takes and news in the world of NFL, NBA, and MMA. I also give you weekly interviews with different athletes and influencers in the world of sports. So if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely hit subscribe. In today's video, what I'm going to go over is pretty much the championship round of the NFL playoffs. We officially reached the final four. 2 teams from the AFC and 2 teams from the NFC. The first matchup we're going to talk about is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Green Bay Packers. This matchup will be the first one that we'll see on Sunday at 2:05 p.m. Central Time. Now, this is a rematch from their earlier encounter in which the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pretty much just dominated and had their way with the Packers. This time around, though, I definitely don't see that same result going for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If anything, I can kind of see the same thing going on, but with the roles reversed. And here's why. I like the Packers to not only win this game, but to be able to dominate because of the fact that Aaron Rodgers has been on a tear. I said it in videos before, and I said it all year long, that I feel like the fact that the Packers not only drafted a quarterback in the first round, but trading up for that quarterback pretty much lit a fire under Aaron Rodgers, and he's pretty much unleashed hell on the league, pretty much. Aaron Rodgers has been completely unstoppable. He's thrown 48 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, completing 70% of his passes, which is just unbelievable. It's Aaron Rodgers just besting himself pretty much when it comes to what he's been able to accomplish. I like the Packers in this matchup, though, because of the fact that not only is Aaron Rodgers doing phenomenal, but Aaron Jones has given Green Bay such a steady running game. Last week, Aaron Jones was able to carry the ball and rush for 99 total yards. And now this just wasn't against any slouch. This was against a third-ranked rushing defense. The Packers went up and put 32 points on the number 1 defense in football. Now, granted, maybe the Rams couldn't have made the game as competitive because of their stagnant offense with Jared Goff, but regardless, this Green Bay team looks solid. Their defense is ranking in the top 10. The Green Bay Packers rank in the top 10 on offense when it comes to both passing and running, so they're a very well-balanced team. I really like what they're able to do, and the fact that, in my opinion, this just isn't a Green Bay team that you can just beat by just trying to shut down Davante Adams. Last week, Davante Adams wasn't even the leading receiver. That was Allen Lazard. So pretty much what this tells me about the Green Bay Packers is they're not only the best offense that's left when it comes to, playing football right now, but the fact that it's going to be so hard for any one defense to be able to slow them down, much less shut them down. I really like Green Bay in this matchup, without a doubt, and I feel like it's not really going to feel close just because of that. Tampa, they've been a good story, though. Don't get me wrong, Tom Brady, I hope nothing but the best. Still a fan of him, even though he left the Patriots. But let's be real here, folks. Tom Brady not only has, let's get this out of the way, Tom Brady's never been to a Super Bowl when he's gone through the NFL wildcard round. The coaching is still not there, in my opinion. Bruce Arians, I'm not really impressed with what they've been able to do. As well as the last 2 weeks in their performances, I don't like what Tampa's been able to do again, though. That Washington football team game, it felt a lot closer than what it should be. Tampa only won that game by a 1-score game against a quarterback who didn't find out that he was starting the game until the day of, which was a 4th-string quarterback. Then they're able to beat a team in the New Orleans Saints who, let's face it, again, there's a little bit of a deficiency at quarterback. No disrespect to Drew Brees, but he's been an aging Drew Brees, and he's pretty much at the tail end of his career, so I'm not really impressed with what the Tampa Bay defense has been able to do. Again, in my opinion, this team hasn't really truly been tested when it comes to coming in here through the offseason. I think the Packers are not only a real test, but it's going to be a tough first real test for this football team to be facing at such a late point in the postseason. I have Green Bay winning this game. Again, it's not really going to feel close. The box score may have it close, but you're going to feel like Green Bay is the dominant team without a doubt. And I have Green Bay winning this game 34-24. Let me go to this next matchup now. I got the Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this game will be at 5:40 p.m. Central Time. Now, I'm going to try to make this kind of fast for you folks here. So, in my opinion, Kansas City, easy one to pick there. I have no doubts there. I'm not going to go out here and sugarcoat it for everybody, or even say that there's a possible upset matchup. Sure, like in any fight, the Buffalo Bills have a puncher's chance. But there's no doubt in my mind that the Kansas City Chiefs, with Patrick Mahomes playing, there's no doubt that they will not be victorious. I like Kansas City, and I'm not even taking into account the first matchup, which the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Buffalo Bills 26-17. What I've seen recently, because I think it's dumb to point out those matchups, we look at Tampa Bay beating New Orleans, even though they lost twice in the regular season. I like Kansas City just because of the fact that the Buffalo Bills have the worst defense remaining here out of the last 4 teams. I believe that Buffalo Bills, and you can see this on paper, have the worst ranked defense out of the 4 teams. What can't the Buffalo Bills do as a team? They can't stop the run. Over the last 2 weeks, they've allowed 163 rushing yards and 150 rushing yards simultaneously week to week. What does that tell me? Kansas City is going to be able to utilize some running backs that may not be as talented, but they're going to be able to exploit that offensive matchup with a better coach in Andy Reid, who's such a phenomenal game planner. Next, what can't the Buffalo Bills do? They can't run the football. They're averaging within a week. They've averaged around 60-something yards within a couple weeks in the postseason. They have the worst rushing offensive output out of the 4 teams remaining, which means to me that they're pretty Josh Allen dependent. And I do understand, like Kansas City, hey, Patrick Mahomes dependent. You can fly with that. And I'm not saying, their coach is a slouch. I think McDermott's doing a phenomenal job. Dable's a great coach. And I think Allen is doing some great things. But Josh Allen is no Patrick Mahomes here in this matchup. I think that it's going to start to get exploit. I feel like this is really going to have to turn into some crazy shootout, which I do believe the Buffalo Bills are capable to keep pace with the Kansas City Chiefs. But let's face it here, the running deficiency, in my opinion, is just so big of a thing to ignore that the Buffalo Bills, again, they can't stop the run and they can't run the football themselves. You're not going to be able to try to keep up with Patrick Mahomes for an entire 60 minutes of football. The best way to beat this guy is to be able to run the football and keep him on the sideline. The Bills can't do those things. I think Josh Allen been a great run, but this is where it comes to an end. I don't see an upset happening when it comes to either of these matchups, including this one right here. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning this game 36-20. So there you have it. Those are my picks. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below and give me your picks. Do you have an upset? Do you agree with the picks with me on that side? Please let me know in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a like. And if you enjoy content like this, feel free to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.